Welcome to Esports History, a game that simulates the grind of becoming a professional esports player. We start as an ordinary person with big dreams, but the road to the top isn't easy between school, work, money problems, and all the chaos life throws at us. It's a tough climb, so join me on this adventure as I chase the dream and fight to become an esports pro. So let's begin. So this journey began when our friend called us to go to a PC club. And I guess you could say that this is when the legend was born. We can now try out the PC and experience it ourselves. So for the very first game that we played, it's called Shake. So Shake is like that game called Quake. You can look it up. Anyways, I just played for an hour of the campaign. That's the only thing I can afford right now. And afterwards, I went home and slept because we still have school to go to the next day. So the next day, of course, we went to school. And I was introduced with a mechanic here that we get stressed when we're studying, and our training will be less efficient if we're like more than 50% strength or more than 75% stress. So since I didn't really have any money right now, I decided to go to work. It gives me like $3 an hour. It also gives me like 3% stress an hour. So yeah, pain. Anyways, now that we had some money, we can play for 2 hours. We had enough to play for 2 hours. I'm kind of happy with this. At least we can play for 2 hours in this day. So I just continued on with the campaign because once we finish with the campaign, we can now play multiplayer with our friend. There's also another way I can relieve my stress, and that is by playing console games at my house. So every hour of console games reduces my stress by like 3%. Anyways, it's late and we got school tomorrow. So it's time to sleep and go to school, then repeat the cycle. We also need to work so we can play some more because we have no money. Now that we have money, it's time to go to the PC club again and finish the campaign. I'm almost close to finishing this so we can try out multiplayer. And once that was done, it was now time to play multiplayer with our friend Max right here. So the game is pretty simple. We just pick like one of the 3 skills. I'm blue. I'm at the top right here if you see here. So the only thing I really do is just time the activation of my skill to my advantage, and that's it. And everything else is played by an AI. Well, I can activate it at will, but I don't have control with the character. Look, you took the medkit. It restores your health, and there are 2 kinds of medkits, large and small. Alright. Can I even command my character? Oh, it's auto. And like I said earlier, you can't really control your character. Still though, I'm destroying this guy. I'm awesome. So in the end of the match, I got like 6 kills and this guy only had 1. So yeah, we're pretty awesome. We are born an esports pro. And after that match, my friend was like amazed at my skills. So he wanted to tell me regarding a tournament. And in order to join that tournament, I have to beat like the person who's like watching this PC club. So okay, sure, let's beat this guy. And as you level along, there's actually talent points in the game. So I'm choosing the strafe ability so I can survive longer. For now, I increase my chances of surviving. So I increase the amount of armor that I have. Also, the difference between multiplayer and campaign is that if you play multiplayer, you can choose what stat you want to prioritize in training. So I'm prioritizing aim 100% so we don't miss. Anyways, I then talked to the cashier at the counter. I said I wanted to join the tournament, but he wouldn't let me unless I beat him first. And he said that a duel with him would cost me like $10. So we need to work again to earn some money and then challenge him to a duel. But I think training is priority first. Once again, we go back to our daily life of going to school and working. And with the little time and money that I have, I continued training my skills so we can fight the cashier. And after a few days of repeating the same thing over and over again, I will now challenge the cashier. I'm blue. I'm winning. Oh. I won. I didn't need my damage absorption. I still won. I need health. Oh. Oh, he won that frag. Alright. Our skill is on cooldown. We're fine now. In the end, I overwhelmed him with my skill. I killed him 5 times and he only had 1 kill on me. So obviously, I'm the winner and he's just like 4 kills behind. Heh. Anyways, with this, we can now join the tournament as well as we have now access to the VIP room. So basically, VIP room gives you more experience on like training. But the problem is it costs more money and we're pretty poor. I then went to work so I can get some money. Also, tomorrow's the tournament, so I can't really train anymore. I'll just de-stress myself and then sleep. And after going through the tournament, I easily destroyed everyone here. Look at my kills. 5 kills and the enemy has 0 kill. I basically breezed through the 2 people and then I reached the finals. And we're fighting Goldie right here for the final match. Okay, I don't need my armor here. Nice, we won. First kill, first frag. Oh, he has armor. Okay, now I have armor. My aim is better. It doesn't matter if he tries to dodge. I need health. Oh no. Oh, I still won. Wow, crazy. Armor is amazing. Oh, this is Goldie. Goldie, you're no match. As you can tell, I'm dominating Goldie so much. I have 8 kills and he has 0. So we have won the tournament. Let's go. And after this scenario, 2 years have passed already. And well, currently we're kinda in the middle of having to go to college even if we don't want to, because it will make our parents happy to just follow the path that they want us to follow. So we held off our gaming career for now and we will go to college. Because as my mom says, if we want a good life, we need to have a good profession. Sadness, and gaming is not one of them. If you didn't notice, we're actually in a different city now because we're going to college right now. There's a PC club here, so you know what we'll do, we'll visit it and play some games. The place looks bigger than the one we have at our hometown. And yeah, right now I only have enough money to play at least an hour for a day. Remember the game that we played before was Shake? Now there's Shake 2. Okay, so we're gonna be playing this. This is our main game right now. After that, I went home, slept, and then now we're heading to school. And I went ahead and looked for a job and I found the perfect place. So this pizza store, I will be working here to get some money so we can play some games once we save enough. There are also other places that we can work at, but this place requires us to go there at a certain time. But it's very rewarding. So if I can find myself having some time to go there at an exact schedule, then I will work at these places. It has more wage than the pizza place. So I decided the next morning that I would be working at the post mail. So I'll be just delivering mail everywhere. Afterwards, I visited the game shop to see what I can buy here. So there's this thing called a Tetroid. It's only $4. And if we play it on the go, we lose 1 stress per hour. And that's pretty good. Honestly, it's a waste of time because it only recovers 1 of our sanity per hour. And that's a time wasted. Anyways, now that we had some money, I spent it all to play games. So we can finally finish the campaign and try out multiplayer. And after finishing the campaign, of course, I trained more. But this time I went to a balanced route because my aim is pretty good already and my other stats though, it's pretty bad. The shop owner actually noticed us that we were pretty good at the game, so he asked me if I wanted to join the tournament. But before I can, I need to beat him and it would take $10 to try and beat him. I have the money right now, but I think I should train more first. As you can see on his stats, he has better stats aside from aim than me. Honestly, my days have been preoccupied with college, work, and we also need to sleep, de-stress. There's so many tasks we need to do in order to have a strong mentality before we can go and train again, and it will use up most of our money. We also need to work a lot as well. Work again because we need to pay our rent. So I just continued this cycle of work, sleep, school, and training until we reach the tournament day, which is in 6 days from now. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, I sometimes forget to go to school So they actually notified my mom and they will expel me if I absent more. That's very stressful. I actually built up some stress. As much as I really want to focus on training, I have to take note that I need some energy and I also need to distress, or else my training efficiency will go down. Also, we have some rent and money is an issue, so we have to go work, so we can't really focus on gaming 100% of the time. So the grind begins. We go to college, we work, sleep, go to school again. Sometimes we go to the PC cafe and train our skills. We do this every day until tournament day. When the day finally arrived, it was time to challenge the net cafe cashier. So once we meet this guy, we're inside the tournament. So Quake 2 is a little bit different, just a small amount. There's a new skill, and so we can choose our weapon now. Before, I believe we couldn't. But because we're so good at the game, we absolutely destroyed him. We have 4 kills and he has 0. Actually, make that 5. We have dominated this qualifier and now we can enter the tournament. The tournament was tomorrow after beating the cashier. So I just took a nap and then de-stressed with some console games. Because if you have accumulated some stress on the tournament, usually you get a debuff like reduce hit chance or increase the damage you receive. That's why it's always nice to like rest or have your mental be prepared before the tournament. So the competition is actually pretty decent this time around. They had a pretty decent skill and I actually died. I did not dominate like how I did before. Still though, I breezed through my 2 first enemies and now we're up against the final. We use this thing with the rate of fire. White is stressed out. Oh, nice. I may have a chance here. What? He healed. How? What the hell? I might lose this. I should have kept the armor. Oh, tie. Okay. Go. Dang. Bro, okay. What's happening? Why is my character stuttering like this? What the heck is that bug? I guess bugs happen even in this game. Rate of fire increased. Why still won? What the hell? Bro, is he gonna win? No. It's a bug. He can't even pick up the health potion as well. So we're gonna win. We have armor now. Yes. That's good. We're tied. What happens if you're tied? You gotta repeat this or something? Yes, we won. 5 kills. He only has 4. So that was honestly pretty close. Like, dang. But we won the tournament. Let's go. Wait, actually, that was only the qualifiers. I thought that was the tournament. Anyways, a real tournament is coming soon in 3 days, and we have those days to train ourselves. Continued my daily routine of working, going to school, but actually, I missed college again today. I forgot. So upon returning home, I found a letter right here and I also received a call that I was expelled from college because I missed so many classes. Oh my god. Now we're so stressed before the tournament. The tournament is tomorrow. So I tried my best to decrease the amount of stress that we have by playing a console game just to relax ourselves. Sleeping also helped with this a bit, but I'll continue playing my console tomorrow before the tournament. Honestly, this doesn't look good for us because we're so stressed about what has been happening recently, but still we got a tournament to go to. And so I just did my best. But as you can see here, because we are stressed, we now have a debuff that increases the damage we have received. Still, I managed to pull through and win my first round with 2 kills. As for my second round, I'm not really sure what happened here, but I did not really kill that guy, but still I moved to the final round. So for the finals, we're fighting the best player of this town, which is Wraith right here. So for the finals, we'll be facing with the Wraith right here, the best player in town. So much for the best though, I have destroyed him in the first round. What can you do? Hey, he stunned me again. Why is it always like this? Is that a skill? Oh my god. Can I... Yeah! Hell yeah! Alright, we have 2 kills each. Oh no. He dodges so well. Anyways, we have 3 kills now. How do you do that? He's losing. We're getting more power. We're getting better at the game. Please just don't fight. We will win if we don't fight. Like, if we lose this encounter, then that's gonna be so sad. We have 5 seconds and we win already. We're just ready. No, he stunned me, but I won. Let's go. Let's go! And with this, we have defeated the best player in town, making us the best now. But our dream doesn't stop here. It's time to move on to another town and challenge their best player. So we'll be going to a place called Bridgetown, and they have like better PC clubs and stuff. And that's where we're heading to follow our dream of becoming the best esports player. And so upon returning home, I then called my mom and told her that I would like to be an esports pro. I don't want to pursue college anymore, and I have something I really want to do in life to become a pro gamer. I did reassure my mom that I'm pretty good at games, and I also have won tournaments. She doesn't really understand what it is, but she said she will support us. Anyways, we're now on our way to a place called Bridgetown, where we can pursue more of our pro gamer career. So we arrive at our next place, and currently, as you can see, the place is very small and the walls are pretty broken. It's not really a nice place, and the landlady is also a mean person. But we got no choice. We don't really have the money, and our mom will not send us money anymore. We have to take care of ourselves. So moving on, let's just sleep for the night and then plan things tomorrow. So firstly, I visited the PC club in town to see if there are any tournaments that I can join or something. So in this town, we have a goal, and that is to defeat a person named Dante. So Ray told us about him, how he is like... How do you describe that guy? I guess a very prideful guy? Very annoying guy? I don't know. Anyways, I tried working at the PC club and they let me. Now I have some money to like rent a PC for a few hours, and then I can play like a new game. But before that, I asked a couple of people in the club if they know Dante. So basically, this dude is telling me that there's no tournament in town, but they do hold like personal tournaments, and I asked if I can join. I was kinda outdated of the games because I asked them if they play Quake 2, but what's trending right now or what's really popular is Critical Strike. So this guy then told me to play the campaign and get back with him so I can participate in the tournament. So I rented a PC to play Critical Strike. So this is Critical Strike. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this game, but yeah, this is Critical Strike. So we gotta complete the campaign first, then we talk to him again. And since I was running out of money, I decided to work at a fast food chain for the entire night. I earned myself like $27. I also got some extra from tips. I then went to like a construction site and worked there as well. This place paid more, but it gave more stress. So I did not really mind the stress. I just need money right now so I can play and practice more. And after that, I was so exhausted that I slept for like 10 hours. This doesn't heal all my stress though, but it did restore all my energy. So now, time to distress ourselves by playing some console games. But before that, I wanted to upgrade my console game, so I went to visit like the game store to see what they have on sale. So there's this thing called a GameBit console 32-bit. I can't really afford the other one, so I just bought the one that's for like $50. This will decrease more of our stress when we play it. There's also something called a book of cheat codes. It can reset our characteristic and talents, and currently I'm focusing all my characteristics on like defense, but my stats on aim, so that's a pretty dumb combo. I might reset it to focus more on like accuracy. Yeah, I got tempted and bought like a Game Kit Advance. Anyways, I just continued my days, working my butt off to earn money and then visiting the PC shop in order to improve our skills. And after finishing the campaign, I then told Phlegios all about it. So now going back to the topic of Dante, I asked him more about Dante, but he doesn't give it for free. So he asked me for a favor of delivering this tape to the game store. And so I went over and gave this guy Bailey the tape that Phlegios wants us to deliver. So Bailey here was nice enough to let us see what was on the tape. It was actually a game of one of the best players of Critical Strike. So here we see like how Critical Strike is played. So in this game, Critical Strike is a turn-based game and it's similar to the Counter-Strike we all know. It was a pretty hard learning curve for me to understand what was happening in the game. But I do know the basics of Terrorist and Counter-Strike in this game, so only the gameplay is what I needed to learn. Anyhow, back to the reality of grinding for money and then paying to play games at a PC shop. And finally, it was tournament day, so I have like 4 people I need to beat before we can meet Dante. So how this game works, there's manual mode where you control everything, semi-auto where you just buy for the AI will play for you, and then there's auto, the AI will buy and play for you. So I chose auto for now because I just wanted to see and learn what's happening. What? What is this? I should have controlled my character, this is so dumb. What is happening? Okay, let's not do that again. Wait, can I change the settings? So once you've chosen the settings, you can't actually change it until the game finishes. So sadly, I can't control my character, but it's still a nice learning experience to see the AI play. And I was not really amazed by the gameplay. Maybe it reflects on the skills that my character has. Still though, we managed to win and that made me happy. So we can continue on with the next enemy, which is Peso. But how the tournament works now actually is there's a 3-day break after each fight. So we can work, train, sleep, rest, and chill so we don't get stressed out. So this is a pretty good, but I would love to train more, but I just don't have the money. That's why we gotta work. And there's also rent to pay. Also, working at the PC club is pretty convenient because after working, I can just pay and play. Okay, so it's finally tournament day and the stats of these enemies are pretty high. Maybe even higher than me, but I still have the better aim. I'm not really sure how this will work out, and this time I will play manually. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I will do my best. So as you may have noticed, targeting enemy parts have a certain percent of them. Headshot would be 9%, the body parts would be like 19%. So it's not gonna be a perfect aim to hit them even with my high level of aim. But since the enemy also has strafing levels, our percentage to hit them would be like lower. So honestly, that was pretty disappointing. I did not hit a lot, but well, it was a pretty low chance. Kill him before he does. Oh, it's almost done. Oh, he's going close to us. What is he doing? Oh, I missed! What the? How did I miss that? Wait, I have no bullet. So as you may have noticed, I'm pretty new to this thing, so I wasn't really sure what I was doing. I guess you could say what I was doing was just doing my best. On how to win this tournament, you'll need to win from your opponent about 6 times. First to reach 6 wins the match. And as you can see here, we're pretty much tied. Still though, I guess I got unlucky and... okay. But worry not, the game is kind of forgiving. It gave us another 3 days to prepare for the tournament again. So, well, that's good. We can go work, we can go train, and we can do a lot of things. One night I was working, I encountered Phlegius right here. He had a sub-story where he is also working to support his mom and his brothers and sisters. He's not all about gaming, he's actually a nice dude deep inside. Anyways, back to the tournament. So I've learned a lot of things. Also, I have trained my skills a lot. Aim, strafe, and mobility. So with this, we should be able to win now. I was right. Boy, my aim is good. You're no match. Oh, he got closer. So if we crouch, the aim is higher. So much for aim higher. I end my turn. Close up 28 freaking percent and I still miss a lot. That's crazy. Oh! I end my turn. Oh, he's reloading. Wait, I have no bullets. Why isn't that? He's still alive. Yes, finally he's dead. But we need to defuse. Ah, I won! I should have just defused. I'm so dumb. Alright. A lot of mistakes were made because I was fresh with the manual gameplay of Critical Strike. But eventually, I learned how to play this game and I got better. Buddy, I have more aim levels than you. And we have won the match. So let's go! After that match, since we had another 3 days off, I continued working, sleeping, and training my abilities. And so I continued with the tournament and I won most of the tournaments. I have leveled up so much on my skills that it was so easy to aim now. And also I improved at the gameplay, so I'm better at the game. After that match, there was this weird girl who talked to us. She wanted to bet $20 to have a match with me and I wouldn't say no to that match. Actually, it was $25. Anyways, I will destroy you. So my recent strategy honestly just involves luck. I just try to do like headshots since most of the training I do is on my aim. And on the first rounds, I usually just try to spam defuse. I don't really care if I die because the enemies actually have trouble like killing you in the first round because they will miss a lot and defusing is 100% like a guaranteed win as long as they don't kill you instantly. Still, I'm just betting with my life to win. Also, one thing I learned from fighting the enemies here is that you can just finish them off with a grenade or something. It's the easiest way to guarantee a kill rather than risk it with a % chance of hitting the enemy. Anyways, with my high level of aim, I easily defeated the enemy and earned free $25. I won! You beat me. Yes, now tell me everything you know about Dante. If what they say is true, he's never lost a game. Seems like a pompous ass to me, didn't even want to play with me. Can you imagine? I was lucky enough to watch him duel over his shoulder. I've never seen anyone play like that. Like what? Flawless. Alright, thanks for the game. Good luck, you're gonna need it. Alright, cool. So in order for us to win this tournament, we'll have to beat our friend Phlegius. So tournament day, Phlegius stats are actually pretty decent. But my aim is like level 48, his is only 35. But he has higher strafing and mobility than me. But it's not high enough that he's able to avoid my high level aim. Also, honestly, my really favorite way of killing enemies is just throwing grenade to finish them off because I'm pretty sure I won't be able to like kill them sometimes if I miss. Like with this, 1 HP left. I can finish him off with a grenade and defuse afterwards. Or use my pistol. Whatever works. Oh, here he is. I'll have cover here and I have visual on the bomb. The bomb's gonna explode, man. Yes, I won. Woo! And with this, we have defeated Phlegius and now we can get information about Dante. So it seems like Dante is the son of the owner of a popular PC cafe. only is he rich, he is also very talented at gaming. He also has all the time in the world to focus on his gaming. So wow. Doesn't that make you jealous? But anyways, after this conversation, he then gave me the address where we can meet with Dante. So that's our next goal right now. Upon arriving home, I met with the landlady and she wants me to move out because she's planning to renovate the place. And honestly, I have no choice on this, so I have to move out. It's alright though because we were planning on leaving anyways because we're gonna go and visit Dante. For our new apartment or a place to stay, we have this really good or nice landlady. And our room is very spacious. And for the price of this apartment, it's similar to the last one we had. So it's cheaper and better. Yeah, they look the same for some reason, but this one is a really nice landlady. I then went ahead and visited the PC club. I wanted to see if we can meet Dante here as well as see their facilities. So I asked the cashier if Dante is around, but he said that Dante is usually busy at this time because of a certain contest. So I guess we'll see him when we'll see him. Also, I've never tried a VIP room, so I decided to try playing at the VIP room for like 1 hour. And wow, just took a look at this place. It's pretty fancy, I guess. So let's see how much points we'll earn for training in the VIP room. So I decided not to go all in and aim now. I need like strafing and mobility as well so the enemies would miss me. After that 1 hour experience though, I continued playing at the irregular area. I wanted to compare how much points I earned from here compared to the VIP one, and it seems the VIP one earns so much points compared to like the classic one. We save time, so VIP is the answer to training really fast. So for the work here, I decided to work at a mini mart. And I was kinda lucky that day because it was actually the birthday of the shopkeeper, so I earned an extra $10. So my plan right now was just to sleep, work, and train because the tournament is not till 2 days later. Also, before the tournament, I wanted to make use of most of the money that I have earned so far. So it's time to train before the time for the tournament begins. And oh my god, the VIP rooms are amazing. Look how fast my skills are improving just by playing here at the VIP area. Afterwards, it's time for the tournament. So looking at the stats of my enemy, oh my god, 36 aim, 30 mobility, and 34 strafe. This guy stands no chance. And well, as I said out, this is how the first round went. I ran out of ammo, I could not defuse the bomb, and he killed me. So sad. But the following rounds though, now that we have better guns, I easily killed him with my aim. And obviously, I dominated the fight. And we have won. 6 out of 2. And look who finally showed up. So this guy right here is Dante. So this guy complimented me that I'm pretty good for a newbie. So yeah, this guy has arrogance written in his face. And we're gonna remove that arrogance soon enough. So I continued dominating my enemies match after match. My aim was just amazing that I did not even need to think about much. I just had to like shoot their heads and it will pop. Let's get closer. Nice. After the tournament and returning home, I was greeted with our neighbor right here. So this guy was asking us for money and I just couldn't say no right now because, you know, he said he needed $2 in order to find a job because he needed $2 to buy a newspaper so he can see the job catalog. So I was like, sure, why not? So I gave him the $2 that he needed. Then going to the PC cafe, I see that there's a cat right here. But since no one was taking him, I decided to adopt this cat. But before we go home and introduce the cat to his new home, I wanted to play some games using the VIP room. So we'll be increasing our skill from 54 aim, yeah, my main focus is mostly aim right now, into like level 58. Let's go! So tournament time, I outskilled this guy Risen Zero right here. I have much more aim than him, but the other stats though, I don't. I say that now, but actually I lost to him because I don't know, I'm just so bad. See, always the first round that I lose because the only advantage I have is my aim. And with a sniper in hand, I mostly win all the time. As a terrorist though, I use like rifles. It's the only thing I have to fight the enemy. Because if I carry a sniper, my movement or my move points will be very low that it will take like forever for me to reach the bomb site. So the rifle is like the best choice for me when I'm a terrorist. And after winning that match, I then went to work at the mini-mart because I needed some money to play more at the VIP lounge. And then I went home. This time we brought our furry friend right here. And I thought that the landlady would hate us for this or throw the cat out. But she was actually very welcoming because she has cats of their own. And this landlady honestly is very nice compared to the previous landlady we had. She even gave us like free stuff like bowls for the cat and a mat. So wow, what a nice lady. So interacting with the cat actually releases some of our stress daily, about 3%. So I'm very glad that we have a new friend at home. Not only because it keeps us company, but it also relieves our stress. Just look how cute it is. Anyways, more work, sleep, and training to do. So we can't be an esports pro unless we work this hard. And finally, the day has arrived where we face off with Dante right here. He has like 40 in aim, I have 60. But his strafing and mobility are way higher than mine, about 10 points each. So if we total everything, we are basically similar in stats. Just that mine is focused on aim. For the round 1 of the fight, it did not really go well. I couldn't figure out why I'm only shooting like 2 bullets. But I guess my gun has a limit of like 2 shots per turn. Also, yeah, he totally destroyed me in this first round. I was hoping that I could defeat him, but I kept missing. The strafing is actually really good, and I regret not leveling up my strafe now because this guy has the advantage over me. I still tried my best though, but I lost. He blinded me if I can continue defusing. And I died. Damn! But the moment I had a sniper, I turned things around. Because as I said, aim is my #1 thing going for me. Aside from that, nothing. Anyways, I easily wiped the floor with him using rifles and snipers. It was very easy to kill him with my amazing aim. And on this last round to secure my win, I easily did it with a AK rifle. I think better if I just hit the body. He's dying anyways. Nice. And with that, we have defeated Dante. After talking with Dante, he was impressed with my skills and he said I can have his invitation to participate in a tournament to become a pro gamer. So our next target right now is to go to the Pro Gamers PC Club where they're holding a special tournament. And whoever wins will have a chance to become a pro gamer. Suddenly though, I got an invitation for a match and the enemy is CT. It's a one-on-one fight invitation from this guy. And I thought I was really good at the game, but when this happened, it was crazy. Maybe buy a weapon next time. Wow, I barely can touch this guy. What? Maybe this is a real pro. What the? I barely have any aim against this guy. What the heck is this strafing? And I'm dead. Oh my god, look at that aim. I just can't. 2%? And as you can see, I've just been destroyed by this guy. And if we have any chance of beating him, we'll need to train more. This guy absolutely destroyed my confidence. He was just so good. Like, oh my god. But we don't give up. Our goal is to become a pro gamer. So we just need to train more. And so I continued to train myself, improving even more. Maybe our goal is to get like 99 points on aim so we'll never miss. Anyways, let's leave the past behind and move on and improve. So I now went to the arena because Dante gave us his spot at the tournament to become a pro gamer or one of the members of the esports team. So here I am right now talking to the cashier of the Pro Gamers Club, and we're gonna apply for the tournament and tell them that I have Dante's spot now because I beat him in a tournament. Also, this is Gabriel and he is the chairman of this place, so everything is under his call. Anyways, I gave him Dante's letter and now I have his place. He said to show me what I have and that's what I'll do. The tournament is in 3 days, so we have a lot of time on our hands to practice. So I of course went for the VIP room because the VIP room is amazing. They have the best PC and the most comfortable environment to improve our skills. Here. Pro Gamer. Wow. I then visited the mall. I did not really mention it earlier, but Dante gave me a certificate in order to get myself a free PC. And with this, we now have our very own personal computer. Let's go! So we don't need to spend money anymore in order to train at the computer shop. But we have one other problem though. Our PC is kinda bad. It's not like the best in the industry. So we'll need to save money in order to upgrade it. And the more we upgrade our PC, the more our stats are gonna get trained. So their stats. So I guess I'll focus on working and buying all the best parts of the PC. Although I'm very happy that we have our very own PC now, which is great. If we don't have money and we don't have time, we can just train at home. So training at home is pretty convenient, but with the current situation of our PC, we can only play with bots. That's why the amount of skills that I earned from training at home is pretty low. Anyways, my goal right now is to earn a lot of money so we can upgrade our PC, so we can earn more stats from training at home. Afterwards, I went to the Pro Gamer Esports Club because it's time for tournament day. I was expecting more from the tournament. I thought that maybe these guys were impossible to defeat, but looking at the aim is only like 45 and mine is like 60 plus, I may have a chance. But its strength and mobility is pretty high, so I may be having trouble later. It's always in the first round that I have so much trouble dealing with enemies. I don't know why. Maybe because I don't have a sniper on hand, and sniper is the best weapon for me. But in this one, I actually won. So let's go. And after the next round, I dominated the fight because I have already a sniper on hand. Honestly, this guy was very easy to defeat. Look at my score, 6 out of 0. Like, wow. Okay, we dominated this guy. I then spoke with Gabriel and he congratulated me on the successful debut. And he said I was able to prove my skills were as good as Dante. So yeah, he's expecting a lot from us. Now that we're done with the tournament, it's time to grind back at the working so I can buy more expensive PC parts. I already slowly bought like stuff that I could afford right now that would improve my PC power. I've honestly worked so hard a couple of days, so I have a couple of money on my pocket right now. And once I got home, this guy again visited us in our room and asked for $2. So this will be the last time I will help him because I feel like he will continue doing this if I don't refuse. Anyhow, I just stayed home for like the rest of the 2 days before the tournament. I just slept, I just played my console game to distress, and then I played my PC to train my skills. And tournament day came again, and I continued to dominate my enemies here. Made my HP disappear. Why is this dodge so good? What the hell? I'm dead. That's crazy. I died! Actually, I lost. But it's okay. We can go back to training and come back here again and try again. And that's what I did. Let's pre-fire here. No one. Pre-fire here. No one as well. Pre-fire. Pretty sure AI wants like cover here. There's nothing. Really? There's nothing. Where is he? Oh, I was right. Nice. And after some hard training, I finally won against this guy. Currently, my aim stat is like 70 and everything else, strafing 40 and mobility 38. Anyways, we're just one guy away from facing CT, the one who destroyed us before. And currently, the score is 3-2. I have a chance here. My plan is just to stall and like try to shoot him. Honestly, my best strategy at the moment is just flashing and using like heat grenades on enemy right now. I eventually won the fight using grenades. Grenades are the best because it's 100% hit if you throw it properly. Your duel with Kato will be decisive. Between you and me, you're much weaker than Kato, but you show more promise. What do you mean? Kato has excellent gaming skills, but it's not enough. At the same time, you get along with all sorts of people. In other words, you'll be more useful in team competition. I have my sources. Why are you telling me this? I just wanted to. The finals are coming. Give it your best shot. We have just one more guy to beat. CT or Kato, and that's the guy that destroyed us before. So I of course need to train a lot more. I'm not even sure if my current stats is enough to beat this guy. I'll probably miss a lot again. But we don't give up and we persist through. And finally, the day of the match has arrived with CT, the best player of Critical Strike, I think. Where does he? Oh my god. Alright. I can't. His dodge abilities are so strong. You know, just by seeing the numbers, the percentage of the chances I can hit this guy, I already gave up. He was too good at strafing and at the game entirely. But my heat grenade is 100% still. There's no way we can hit this guy. 15% body shot. How? Even my character is depressed that I won't win the round. Still though, we will try our best anyways. We may be able to defuse this before he can kill us. There's a chance. But then he killed us. Amazing. Oh, he came from below. What the hell? And then he hides from the line of sight. And he rushed in. He's so... What the hell? Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh no. No, no, no. No, no. Move closer. Grenade. No, I can't use my grenade. Oh, he missed. He missed. You're dead, fool. We have a chance. I beat him once. Yes. Whew. We won a turn. And that was the only round we won. He absolutely destroyed me afterwards. I did try my best though, but it wasn't enough. Hit once. Oh my god. Built different. It was a devastating loss, but I can try again. I'll just need to get better. What a duel. I was sweating just watching. Watching it makes me even more convinced that esports is the future. Anyway, CT did not want the reward. So instead, they'll be giving me the reward. And that would be an internet modem. So finally, we can play multiplayer at home because we have an internet modem. But this is an old internet modem. So you know how old modems work? You actually need to buy cards in order to connect to the internet. So we'll be doing that at the PC shop just so we can play multiplayer at home. Also, when I visited the computer shop, there were actually new upgrades to the PCs that they have. So it's time to power up our PC as well so we can train more efficiently. So in order to get the PC upgrade that we wanted, we'll need to have a lot of money. So I focus all my time and attention to working at the mini-mart. And with the money I've earned, I slowly upgraded my PC to the best that was available. So the PC shop owner actually asked me for a favor to get a tape, and since I had it on hand, I decided to watch it. So judging from the screen, it's like the movie The Ring, where someone will call you and then say 7 days. But I guess we were wrong. We're just paranoid. It was just our friend Max. I then continued watching the tape, and then this happened. What is this? Anyways, back to work because there's a couple more PC parts that I would like to buy. Afterwards, since we already have like the internet modem as a reward on the last tournament, I can just join the online tournament. And our enemy right now has pretty bad stats. I have way better stats than him, but overall he's still strong. And oh my god, I wasn't paying attention to the tournament day was actually pretty close. So my stress levels are really high. I had the AI play for me since I know that my gamer's skill is pretty strong already and he can handle it. And in the end, with my amazing aim, I have won the game. The next match is just 3 days later and I have so much stress built up from working over and over again that I only focus on resting and de-stressing myself. What's this? That's funny. Who would go online to look for love? I remember when I was younger, there were so many ads like this all over the internet. Anyways, for the next guy, I also destroyed him fairly easily, 6 out of 0. And we move up the ladder on the tournament. Afterwards, I continued to work now that my stress level were down. And with this, we now have like $105 and I can just buy like the remaining parts to make my PC the most powerful ever existed at the moment. Remember, we got the tape from this guy. So anyways, they were just anime girls and something special in it. Well, after that conversation, I bought myself the upgrades that I needed and now my PC power is full and I also got a Steam achievement. And upon arriving home, it's this guy again, asking us for $2. I know how it looks, but you're the only one who can help me. I got a call from the modeling agency. They want a final interview with the producer. I don't even have the money for the bus to their office. I walk sometimes, it's cool, and most importantly, free. You want me to show up for an interview with a producer drenched in sweat? No way. $2, I swear. No, I refuse him now. Sorry, but I'm going through some financial difficulties myself. I see. Alright, bye man. If you don't stop giving people free money like that, they won't stop asking for it. So it was nice that we stopped. Anyways, now that we have the internet, we can now train better at home because now I can play multiplayer. So I continued training my skills until it was time for the tournament. And I also destroyed the next guy fairly easily. He had this ability where if you kill him, he would respawn one more time with some HP. I think that's a pretty neat ability, but he was no match for my aim. I can just continuously kill him over and over again. Next up, I went to visit the PC shop to buy more internet traffic cards, but here I met CT. So I decided to go with him to this convention where people bring their PCs and play LAN together. Doing so actually earned me a couple of experience as a gamer and leveled me up. And now I have more skill points to distribute. So this is my current skill set. It's primarily focused now on aim, and my other skills are invested in making the enemies stressed. So the more I kill them, the more stress they get. The more they miss, the more stress they get as well. And I really like the debuffs from stress. I think it's very advantageous if we make our enemies stressed. Basically like playing League or Dota and then you tilt your enemies and they play poorly or make bad decisions. So yeah, that's basically the plan. Also, look, here's something everyone can relate. While training my skills online, this happened. The connection is unstable and constantly interrupted. And because of this, my stress level rose up. Amazing. Anyways, we're just 3 people away from fighting CT, so we'll continue training and fighting all these guys. But because of the difference in skill, I actually destroyed all of them fairly easily. And finally, after beating this last guy, it was finally time for the finals. CT versus myself. You did it. You were able to catch up with Kato. Dude, that wasn't easy. Look, I just got off the phone with Kato. He'll never put it this way, but he can't wait to see your progress. So honestly, this is pretty exciting. Our skills, look at my aim right now. It's level 99, the max level available. But my strafing and my mobility though, kinda sad, 45 and 58. Still, with this much aim, I don't think I would miss that much at Kato. Worrying out, I continued working on the areas that I was lacking. Mobility and strafing. At the very least, it should help me dodge the bullets Kato shoots at me. And finally, the day has came and all my friends I made in the game are supporting me in this endeavor. So let's do our best and win this tournament and become a pro gamer. Ah, Flash. Oh my god, he's so good. Headshot. If it hits, he dies. It did not hit. You know what? Screw him. I'll defuse. You have no bullets, buddy. I win. Oh, here he is. Oh my god. Let's flashbang him first. Flash. Headshot. One more hit. It did not hit me! Yes! I did it. And Kato didn't flinch. Alright, we just gotta defuse. Where's the bomb? Can I defuse? Yeah. I end my turn. He's not dead yet. Hello? Okay, he's dead now, finally. And then finish it with a heat grenade. Boom! Let's go. Oh, he's here. Nice! He went into my range. Let's trash a flashbang and a heat grenade. And then finish him off with body shots. Nice! Let's go! And then try to headshot in hopes that it will... No, I think body shot. Headshot is my only choice. And I only hit once. No! I end my turn. Alright. My turn. Die! Nice! You think you're the only one who knows how to do that, buddy? Flash. Grenada. Super close range. He dodges most of my attacks. What the hell? Alright. I'm following you. I'm gonna kneel for more accuracy. And I'm gonna hit you till you die. Nice! And we won. I then spoke with Kato and he didn't seem mad or angry that he lost. He actually congratulated me. He even gave me a tip to control my emotions if I wanted to be a pro gamer. This guy is a really nice guy. Is that this game was crazy fun and I'll get into a professional team anyways. What makes you so sure? Look around, do you see those faces? They came here to watch our game. They are the new industry. Esports is an Olympic of the future. Soon, there will be dozens of esports teams and I'll be ready. See you around, Rogue. And I talked to my friends who supported me in this journey. Everyone was so proud of what we achieved right now. And finally, I talked to Gabriel right here and he told me my life as an amateur is over and what awaits me now is a life of a pro gamer. So one question, am I ready? Yes, I am. I would expect nothing less. A future full of incredible next generation video games awaits you. They're gonna be more exciting than all the game that came before. And the truth is, you can't be ready for this. You're at the end of the story, yet it's just the beginning. Does that make sense? No, it will one day. Wow. Okay, cool. We're a pro gamer now. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed your stay here. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button. Bye now.